Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's our visiting team and our home team on Sunday Night Primetime. We thank you for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, 3 months in the books. Partner, now it's December. It's the best month of the NFL season because the games get more important as the weather gets a little bit colder.
And this is where you find out who the real teams are and who the pretenders are. Do you find yourself not only in the playoff conversation, but can you now play good enough ball down the stretch to not only be in the conversation, but actually...
Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll stop at the 25. The drive will begin there. Here's the Chicago offense taking the field for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
A lot of things jump off the tape when you watch last week, Mike, but it was really just the overall execution of the game plan that stuck out the most. I mean, not only did he get them in that end zone a handful of times, he protected the ball, and he routinely exploited the weaknesses that they found during the week on film. He's going to be looking to do the same thing over these next 4 quarters. And if he's successful, they're going to have a shot to leave here with another win.
And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down. They'll run the sneak. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. Now a give on the ground. That's a nice job keeping his balance in these conditions. A gain of about 5.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now this looks like a design run. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line. 3rd down. They need 5.
It's now 3rd and 5.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Rolling to the left. He'll try and get there on the ground. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards. And most importantly, a 1st down.
A gain of 14. 1st down, Chicago.
This isn't... that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the 1st down.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 9. On the play fake, he'll look to throw. He keeps it himself.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his 1st and 2nd read, but what they failed to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look...
Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
On 4th down, out comes the punter. That's going to hit and continue out of bounds just inside the 20-yard line. This crowd ready in anticipation. Their offense taking the field for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
Nothing real fancy when you look back on last week's game, Mike. I mean, he had the 2 touchdown passes, of course, the 1 interception. He'd love to have that. But for the most part, I thought he was really efficient. I thought he did a nice job operating the system. And there's actually some more plays that he left out there. So I think he can build off a lot of that, try to improve in this one today.
On the ground, here's Dobbins. And he's going to have that first down. Tackle made up at the 30.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They'll run with the rookie from Auburn. That's a nice job keeping his balance in these conditions. A gain of about 5.
35-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
Now it's Dobbins. And oh, they smack him down there. Big hit right at the line. No gain.
At the 36-yard line.
And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and they have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
The visitors' offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. As we get a look at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns by a running back, he sets the pace here as we get to the latter stages of the season. The grab will start on the ground, and he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down. They'll look to throw. The toss, left side, caught by his running back. He got a lot of what he needed, but just not enough. The mark is a couple of yards shy of the 1st down. Here comes 4th down. A fair catch called for and made, but hold everything. There is a flag backed by the kicker. It may very well give him new life. Here's 1st and 10. Working from the shotgun. He'll hand this one off. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line.
I can tell you firsthand, as an offensive guy, we never loved playing in the rain. I always felt like the defense had the advantage. They know it wasn't going to be much of a passing attack. Hard to handle the ball.
In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. That one intercepted. And the Dragons are going to get the football here at their own 38-yard line.
And while the defender is going to get credit for the pick, Mike, I think he needs to go up on the sideline and thank his pass rush because they forced that bad throw. That is the perfect example of when the front pass rush and the back end coverage work together. Man, that was big-time ball.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. A run with Dobbins. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. And as for much more, 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
At the 41-yard line.
They'll give it to Dobbins. And he'll try to keep his footing, manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards. From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. Here's Dobbins. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
He's going to take a shot down the field. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down. On comes the punter now, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The visitors' offense. And their running back set to go once more. We check out the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns coming into this weekend, and you see he is currently 2nd in that category. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Now he takes off.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the 1st down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback. Just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
So, we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. 0-0 is the score. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And he's up past the 35. Got a 1st down. Putting down at the 37.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
This offense just continues to struggle to find any sort of rhythm. And now part of it is self-inflicted wounds. But the vast majority of their struggles has just been their inability to pass protect. You can't expect your quarterback to settle into the game and have any confidence operating out of the pocket when the second he hits his back foot, the play's over.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. Now they'll set up to throw. The pressure gets there, and down he goes.
These pass rushers, they love these situations where they can just pin their ears back and go after the quarterback. They knew they had a chance to put an end to this drive, and they didn't let it go to waste.
Looking up through the raindrops. No issue there, though. Fair catch, called for, and taken successfully. The Dragons offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. He has played well all season long, entering this final stretch of games in December and January as the NFL leader in touchdown passes. Thrown left side, the catch is made. Handoff here, up the middle. And he'll try to keep his footing, manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd.
Here's a designed run. He'll step up and run. They'll empty out the backfield, line up for 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. He got his man down the field. It is a big completion. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line. A big play there. 31 yards.
decide to bring pressure here on third down, but he does a really nice job, remains calm under pressure. He ends up delivering a strike downfield and keeps the drive alive.
On throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
Number 88, incomplete. Brings up second and 10.
The RPO, that one is complete. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
Third and 8.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Touchdown, Dragons. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Now return coming from the 7. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. They'll be hoping to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 our score as this drive begins with a first down. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. So, from the 36, it is first and 10. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. It's a gain of 12 there. First down, Chicago.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground. And he'll just hope to stay on his feet here, picking his way forward for a gain of about 4. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. From the 48-yard line, here's second and 5. Work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough. Luke James, first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll go with the option here to the short side. And this time they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss. And it's second down. Now this time they'll look to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's third down.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
And this is where the timing of these passing games, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. And in this case, it's a perfect example. He's open, he tries to lead his guy, just puts a little too much in front of him.
They'll begin here on the ground. And he's going to get this up to the 22-yard line. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick first down.
At the 22-yard line.
And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. Back-to-back, some nice runs. This one good for 11 and another first down.
First and 10 at the
From the
34-yard
34
line.
now, it's first and 10. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he works past the 40, taken down after a gain of 7.
It's a gain of
2
7.
minutes remaining.
Brings up
First
second
half
and
in
3.
a 7-0 game. Greg and I will be right back after this. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. They'll stick with him again. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll run it with Dobbins out of the pistol. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. Now this defense will use the first of their timeouts
It's 4th down.
as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. Could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. They'll look to throw here on foot. The ball's out. It is picked up by the defense. In the pocket, looking to throw the ball, but the defense was looking right at the ball. They knock it away and come up with the turnover.
Mike, we see so often a quarterback is so focused, keeping his eyes down the field, looking for one of his receivers to work himself free, that they lose track of where the defenders are. And I think that's exactly what happened here. The defender closed on him quicker than he might have thought, knocks the ball loose, creating the takeaway.
The Dragons offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And they begin, to say the least, in a tremendous spot. 1st and goal from the 2. They'll try to run this one in. And this is going to be a big loss. He kept retreating, looking for an escape hatch. Found nothing. And they get him down well behind the line. It's back at the 8 now for 2nd and goal. Back to throw. This one not quite on target. Too much. That one falls incomplete. Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation. And for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack. Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot, your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit. He does a great job here, able to put that one through.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. Now his defense will use the first of their timeouts. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. He'll try and get there on the ground. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And it will be another turnover as this defense does it again.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. You got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
The Dragons offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. They'll have a short field in front of them as they try to extend this lead out further. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quick throw here is complete. Now another timeout called by this offense. They have one remaining, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They'll get creative here on the jet sweep. And that one shut down right away. Good pressure on the backside. The defense stops him for no gain.
Well, that defense had that pegged from the jump, Mike. They tried to catch him a little off guard by doing a jet sweep to the wide receiver. There was no going anywhere on the outside. Great pursuit by the defense. No gain.
And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
And that first down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on 3rd down. Going up top. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Touchdown, San Antonio. That's a 2-touchdown game for him. Numbers 7 and 8 for the season. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
The extra point is up and through. And the Dragons move further out in front. It is now 17-0. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Right away, they'll try a jet sweep. And he'll work forward for about 4. It's 2nd down. So the 2 teams head for their respective locker rooms. We head to Orlando. Scott Hansen has
our journey around the NFL starts now with an intriguing matchup in the AFC. And this is the Titans quarterback. He went for more than 300 yards passing, including this, one of his 3 touchdowns through the air. The Titans come away with a victory. They win by 6. Up next, another intriguing matchup. And this is the running back. He's going to find a crease and take it 13 yards to the end zone. The Bears win their 2nd straight as they get the victory here. Lastly, we head out to SoFi Stadium. It's the Chargers hosting the Kansas City Chiefs. And this is the Chiefs quarterback. On target with that one, he had 3 touchdown passes on the afternoon. The Chiefs get it done within the division as they come away with the victory. With that, we take a look at the rest of what's going on here in week number 13. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward. as we get you back out to the second half and rejoin Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. This fielded at about the 9. And this will work out quite well. They'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Dragons offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, he'll try to keep it going. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
That one incomplete. Good job. Pittsburgh there separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
To the right side here, pass is caught. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football.
32-yard line.
So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. This is incomplete, but there is a flag. It is back at the line of scrimmage, and this could be a first down. Back to the ground after the penalty, and he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. 2nd and 10.
Their gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll throw out of the gun. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
Intended for his
3rd and 10.
Incomplete.
Oh, in trouble, and down he goes.
And this defense, they just continue to put in a great night's work. I mean, Mike, you think whether it's been blitz schemes, stunts, whatever you name it, this offensive line has had its hands full. They have allowed their quarterback to be hit way too many times.
This one fielded out beyond the 25. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. And he's not going to get too far tackled after a gain of just a yard.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 34-yard line.
Throwing now from the gun. His throw left side is complete. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try to sneak it here. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On the ground, here's Dobbins. And he'll just hope to stay on his feet here, picking his way forward for a gain of about 4. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 6. Now here's a keeper on the zone read. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 16-yard pickup on that one. That's enough for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now it's Dobbins. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down.
26-yard line.
And unable to connect there. It's incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll run for the first time with their fullback. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down forthcoming.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Quick throw out wide. It's caught. And he's out of bounds. Couple of yards short of the marker. So decision to make here as it's 4th down. He has to drive this through the rain, but he does. The kick is good. And the Dragons open it up a bit further. They now lead 20-0. Raymond now to return it. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Drive will start on the ground, and he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw. This one's going to be taken in over the middle. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. They'll try and throw out wide. That is dropped. That could be a live football. The defense has it. And he is going to bring this one back. It is a fumble recovery for a defensive touchdown. Greg, what a terrible play for the offense. You're trying to gain some momentum. Here you not only lose the handle of the ball, you hand the defense 6 points.
And Mike, how often do we see that when a player loses the ball, his confidence is not far behind? And I think in this case, that's where the coaching comes in. Put your arm around him. Hey, we're giving you the ball in this next possession. We believe in you. They've got to get this player back into the flow of the game after that back-breaking turnover that led to the defensive touchdown.
Visitors, nothing.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Raymond now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. They'll do so with 1st and 10. throw here to begin the drive. He'll go left side here and complete this one. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Second and 6.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. Third and 6.
Third down and 6 yards to go.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. His 50th reception on the season, and he's got a first down to go with it. Back to the air one more time. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4 at the 50-yard line.
They'll look to throw yet again. He runs with it. Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line.
That's good for a first down. A gain of 21 yards. First down, Chicago.
To the air now on first and 10. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
First and 10.
They're going to motion the tight end over here. In the red zone now. He'll drop to throw. He takes off. And he'll slide to a halt after picking up about 6.
Brings up second and 4 at the 12-yard line.
Now they'll set up to throw. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down. But they are set up with first and goal. So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Ball sitting at the 7. First and goal. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Our first down throw there is incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And he's going to take it in for the touchdown. Whoa! Have a friend in the right spot at the right time. The fumble, not a turnover, but a TD. The extra point is good. And the visitors are able to edge a bit closer.
Visitors 7.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Dragons offense and their running back set to go once more. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard.
Brought down at the 31. A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
He'll look to throw. Quickly to the outside and complete. And he'll get about 3 here on second down before he's out of bounds.
Brings up third and 4.
They'll throw here on third and short yardage. And he's going to be out of bounds with a gain of 7. That'll be enough for a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll give it to Dobbins. Hunting very difficult in these conditions. He gets forward here for a gain of about 3.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
Ball placed at the 45 for second and 5. He'll step up and run. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You could see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
And on third down, that ball incomplete.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end trying to come up with a way to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go. And he's turned a number of those into big plays. Thrown left side. The catch is made. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And it will be another turnover as this defense does it again. The quarterback was on the move, starting to gain some yards, but then he lost the ball. And the fumble's recovered by the defense.
And early on, Mike, it was actually a really good job by the quarterback, extending that play, getting some positive yards with his legs, but he decided not to slide and give himself up. He takes that hit, loses the ball, and now the defense takes over.
The Dragons offense ready to take over possession of the football. You see how the turnover differential has worked in their favor this year. They try to get another possession now and build on this lead. That's a nice job keeping his balance in these conditions. A gain of about 5.
At the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Pushed out to his left.
So often the best pass defense is a good pass rush, and that's exactly what we saw here. The pass rush disrupted this play from the very start. The quarterback has all of his attention on the rushers rather than his receivers downfield. All he can manage to do is get back to the original line of scrimmage. And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Dragons will add to their lead here in the fourth quarter.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. Things not looking good. But see if we get the turnaround going here. We'll start this drive at first down. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down. Back to throw. Getting slant there. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And he's not going to get the first down. They met him, brought him down in the backfield on 3rd and short.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. He's got his receiver. It's Jones. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Chicago.
He'll drop the throw. Off he goes. Just shy of midfield. Here's 2nd down.
49-yard line. A gain of 2.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they say out of bounds. So, incomplete pass. They need 8 as they come up for third down. They'll throw out of the gun. And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
It's fourth down and less than a yard.
Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he's going to be taken down, but not until he reaches the 20-yard line.
That's good for a first down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
87. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 16-yard line.
Throwing now from the gun. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete. Here comes third and 6.
And 6 yards to go.
And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find the receiver, and down he goes.
And it's fourth down.
That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on fourth and long. It was a big ask, and the defense turns them away.
You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
A run with Dobbins. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
The 20-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
From the 20, here's second down and 9. Here's Dobbins.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now, it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
They'll run it with Dobbins out of the pistol. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. Fourth down coming up.
So it's a pretty manageable third down, so they really have the option to run or pass, so they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use fourth down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. They'll start out first down and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. Cutting very difficult in these conditions. He gets forward here for a gain of about 3.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7.
A little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
A quick throw right side. Second down and 8. That's a second charge timeout to Chicago. And they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. They'll come up on a second down and 8. They'll look to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And we'll get whistles and a timeout, so they will stop the clock. Closing seconds, game decided, but timeout anyway. Now, on third and 2, they'll try and throw for it. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
So the fans gonna head home happy. It's a win for the hometown squad. And that's now 4 victories in a row as they continue to play as well as anyone in the NFL. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. Good night, everybody.